Lizzie is just supreme. It's mesmerizing to watch her play that character. She has such command. She's the first person to light up the room and not take it or herself at all seriously.
Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
We should tell him the truth.
Let's talk first about this movie being the most anticipated movie of this year. More pre-sale tickets than any other movie this year in the first 24 hours. Number one, congratulations. And number two, how does it feel to have the fans just utterly thrilled to see this thing?
Utterly terrifying, but really, really, really thrilling. You know, it's just it's a combination of both, because obviously expectations are high, and I hope the film delivers. I haven't seen it yet, and it's fully fledged.
I got to see the first 20 minutes, and it is lovely.
Good. I mean, there's a lot. I think there's a lot in here. There's a lot in here. It's an epic film. There's no doubt about that. The scale of it is definitely, yeah, it's in line with some of the bigger ensemble films we've seen in recent years that both he's been a part of, that the MCU has delivered. So to sort of be in the mix of that is great. And he's such a fantastic character to play. I adore him and all his flaws and all his strengths, and to take the multiverse and this phase of the MCU in a new direction is really, really exciting.
You break the rules.
Look out!
And become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy.
Let's talk Doctor Strange and Wanda teaming up. Talking about that dynamic a little bit. It's fascinating stuff.
Man, you know, I mean, Lizzie is just supreme. It's mesmerizing to watch her play that character. She has such command of it. She'd just come off the back of, you know, amazing series of WandaVision when she started with us. So she's so consummate as a professional, and it's a real pleasure to watch her work, but also just to be in her company. She's the first person to light up the room and not take it or herself at all seriously. And humanize any situation, and it's just a good day when she's on set. And that character and Strange together is such a potent combination. I can't wait for fans to see the outcome of that.
Dr. Christine Palmer is back. What can you tease us about a romance revival? I know in the little touch that I got to see, there were some very loaded scenes there, and I mean, you guys were saying a lot without saying much, and it was beautiful.
There's some stuff going on between them for sure. It's an interesting journey he goes on in this film. He's made this decision to do things on his own, and I think he's coming up against the fact that's not necessarily the best way of doing things. And even though the ego of old is kept in check by the fact he's doing things for the greater good rather than his own career or self-fulfillment, he's now a superhero with all the self-sacrifice that involves. He's still called up short in his methodology, and I think he realizes, without giving too much away, he's better off doing things with others than he is doing them on his own, and holding the knife and trying to control everything isn't always the way to do things.
We get to see various versions of Doctor Strange in this. Was there a version that stuck out to you for any reason that you enjoyed getting ready to play?
I mean, I can't really say too much about that, sadly, because the film's not out yet, but I enjoyed stretching this character, both as the one we love and know through his journey in this film, but also to explore other versions of him that have made other choices in different circumstances with different outcomes. And I think that's the kind of wonderful sort of reflection of fantasy that this multiverse narrative provides us. You know, we live multiple versions of ourselves every day, whether it's performing professionally or being at home, and all our role play in life. And so to see that extrapolated on this epic scale was great fun for the character and great fun for me as an actor.
I imagine. I mean, I imagine it's a
lot to get my teeth into. Yeah, it was fun.
I want to ask the importance of the LGBTQ plus representation, not only in this movie, but in all of our films. How important is that, and how lovely is it to see?
You know, I wish it wasn't as important as it is. I mean, I wish we were living in a world of equality and acceptance and inclusion, but seemingly, especially in light of this film being banned in certain countries because of the inclusion of an LGBTQ plus character, it's amazingly necessary. And sadly, those attitudes are expectedly disappointing. It's a shame in a way, but you know, she's a really feisty character. She's a strong, kick-ass new element to the MCU. as well as representing both in her sexuality and family backstory. I mean, her sexuality, that's the thing that needs to be explored. There's, you know, she arrives in this universe and you'll see what her story's about, and I'm sure there's a lot more to discover about her, but certainly she comes from a family of two mothers, but her importance in this film and her importance in the MCU is staggering, as well as what she represents.
Fans are also excited. You're coming back to SNL May
Yeah,
7th. What do you take with you from your first experience to this experience?
Oh gosh, I think the main takeaway is just try and enjoy it. It's a real ride, and it's one that once you're on, it just goes so fast. It's like a blink of an eye thing and it's gone. And you know, a lot of cortisol and adrenaline because of live television. It's just, you know, there's no way of flexing that muscle or trying your hand at it in any other realm, really. So it's pretty unique in that experience. So it's not something you can prepare for, but having done it once, I'm hoping to be able to settle into it and just enjoy it even more than I did the first time.